Victorian house, with its peeling paint and overgrown garden, had an air of forgotten secrets. Jabila, a young woman with eyes weary from years of juggling 3 jobs, had finally saved enough to escape her cramped apartment. This house, with its creaking floorboards and dusty attic, was a haven, a symbol of her hard-won independence. But the house held more than just dust and cobwebs. Hidden deep within the basement, beneath a pile of forgotten toys, lay a small, tarnished lamp. It was unlike any she had ever seen, intricately carved with symbols she couldn't decipher. Curiosity piqued, Jabila gently rubbed the lamp with her sleeve. A blinding light erupted, momentarily blinding her. When she could see again, a figure stood before her, shimmering with an ethereal light. It was a man, impossibly handsome, with eyes the color of a stormy sea and a voice that resonated with ancient wisdom. "Greetings, mortal," he boomed, his voice echoing through the basement. "I am a Jinni, bound to this lamp for centuries. You have awakened me." Jabila, initially terrified, found herself strangely drawn to the Jinni. He was unlike any man she had ever met, brimming with knowledge and a gentle humor that softened his imposing presence. He granted her 3 wishes, but Jabila, wary of the unknown, declined. Instead, she found herself drawn to the Jinni's company, eager to learn from his wisdom. He spoke of ancient civilizations, of forgotten empires, of the intricate dance of fate and free will. He regaled her with tales of courage and compassion, of the importance of kindness and forgiveness. He taught her about the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance of the universe. One evening, as they sat amidst the flickering flames of the fireplace, the Jinni's gaze lingered on Jabila longer than usual. "You are a remarkable woman, Jabila," he confessed, his voice a low rumble. "Strong, independent, with a heart of gold." Jabila felt a blush creep up her neck. "Thank you, Jinni. Your word, they mean a great deal to me." The Jinni hesitated, his eyes reflecting a deep, unspoken emotion. I have a confession to make, Jabila. I have fallen for you." Jabila was stunned. A Jinni, a being of immense power, had fallen for a simple mortal like her? It seemed impossible, yet his sincerity was undeniable. Their relationship deepened, a delicate dance between the ethereal and the mundane. The Jinni, with his centuries of wisdom, guided Jabila through the challenges of her life, offering solace and advice. He helped her navigate her career, mend her broken relationships, and find a sense of peace within herself. The next day, he chose to take Jabila to the market to buy some fruit for a spiritual concoction he wanted to share with her. Along the way, he led her towards the back of the market, where a path led to a larger trail. He then said, the Jinni, his eyes twinkling with amusement, settled deeper into his armchair. "Once upon a time," he began, his voice a low rumble, "in a bustling market square lived a mischievous mouse named Pip and a curious cat named Cleo. Now Cleo, despite her feline instincts, was a creature of peace. She preferred the gentle purrs of the sunbeams to the thrill of the hunt. Pip, however, was a whirlwind of energy, always exploring, always seeking adventure. Their paths crossed one day amidst the discarded scraps of fruit and cheese. Pip, startled by the sudden appearance of the large cat, froze. But Cleo, instead of pouncing, offered him a piece of cheese. Pip, hesitant at first, cautiously accepted, and so began an unlikely friendship. They spent their days together, Pip scampering through the labyrinth of market stalls, Cleo following close behind, her curiosity piqued by his daring escapades. They shared stories, Pip of the bustling marketplace, Cleo of the moonlit rooftops and the secrets whispered by the wind. They even shared their meals, Pip offering Cleo the juiciest morsels of cheese, Cleo in turn sharing the scraps of fish she managed to snag from the careless vendors. But their idyllic friendship was shattered by a greedy merchant. This man, obsessed with his precious cheese, set a series of traps throughout his stall. Pip, in his eagerness to secure a particularly delicious piece, triggered one of the traps. He was caught, his tiny leg injured. Cleo, frantic with worry, tried to free him, but the trap was too strong. The merchant, furious at the interruption, cruelly set a second trap, this time aimed at Cleo. She, attempting to rescue her friend, was caught too. The merchant, seeing the two struggling creatures, decided to teach them a lesson. He tied them together, their paws bound by a cruel string. Forced into an unnatural proximity, their initial fear and anger soon gave way to despair. Pip, writhing in pain, lashed out at Cleo, blaming her for his predicament. Cleo, her own leg injured, retaliated, her fear and frustration boiling over. The merchant, delighted by their squabble, laughed cruelly and left them to their misery. Finally, after hours of struggle, they managed to break free. But the damage was done. The trust, the affection, the bond they had shared was shattered. Pip, nursing his injuries, vowed revenge on the cat who had, in his mind, betrayed him. Cleo, heartbroken and traumatized, saw Pip as a threat, a creature of malice. And so, the Jinni concluded, his voice a low murmur, began the timeless chase. The cat, driven by fear and the lingering pain of betrayal, now hunted the mouse, not for food, but for vengeance. The mouse, fueled by anger and resentment, became a master of evasion, forever fleeing the shadow of his former friend. A poignant reminder, my dear Jabila, that even the strongest bonds can be broken, and that forgiveness, though difficult, is often the only path to true healing. Jabila, deeply moved by the Jinni's tale, pondered the story's profound message. She realized that even the most innocent of beginnings could be tainted by fear, anger, and the lingering wounds of the past. The Jinni, watching her thoughtful expression, smiled. The world is full of such stories, Jabila, stories of lost friendships, of broken trust, of the enduring power of fear and resentment. But within each story lies a seed of hope, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, forgiveness and understanding can pave the way for healing and renewal. One evening, as they sat beneath the starry sky, the Jinni recounted a tale of star-crossed lovers from ancient Persia. They were two souls bound by fate, he began, his voice tinged with melancholy. Yet cruel destiny tore them apart. Their love, despite its brevity, left an indelible mark on the world, a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of human connection. Jabila was captivated by the story, deeply moved by the lovers' sacrifice and the enduring power of their love. She reflected on her own past relationships, the joys and sorrows, the hopes and disappointments. The Jinni's tale stirred a profound sense of melancholy within her, but also a newfound appreciation for the preciousness of love and the importance of cherishing every moment. As the Jinni concluded his story, a silence fell between them. Finally he spoke, his voice low and husky. This tale, it is not merely a fable, Jabila. It is a part of my own past. Jabila gasped. You? You were in love? The Jinni nodded, his gaze distant. With a human woman, a love that ended tragically. Jabila reached out and gently took his hand. I am so sorry, Jinni. He looked at her, his eyes filled with a profound sadness. Loss. It is a part of the human condition, Jabila. It teaches us to cherish the moments we have, to appreciate the fleeting beauty of life. The revelation of the Jinni's past created a deeper connection between them, a bond forged through shared empathy and understanding of loss. They found solace in each other's company, their conversations imbued with a newfound depth and intimacy. However, their idyllic existence was threatened by forces beyond their control. Ancient enemies, awakened by the Jinni's return, sought to capture him and harness his power. Jabila found herself caught in the crossfire, her life intertwined with the Jinni's extraordinary existence. She discovered that the Jinni was not merely a being of legend, but a guardian, a protector of the delicate balance of the universe. He fought to defend the world from those who sought to disrupt the natural order, his powers a dazzling display of light and shadow. Jabila, despite her initial fear, found a strength within herself she never knew she possessed. She stood by the Jinni's side, her courage growing with each passing day. She learned to wield her own unique abilities, her connection to the Jinni granting her a newfound awareness of the energies that surrounded them. Their battle against the forces of darkness was a fierce and relentless one. They faced treacherous landscapes, encountered mythical creatures, and confronted their own inner demons. Through it all, their love deepened, a beacon of hope in the midst of chaos. However, as the final confrontation loomed, the Jinni made a difficult decision. He knew that to defeat their enemies, he would have to sacrifice himself to seal them away for eternity. Jabila, he said, his voice heavy with grief, this is the only way. I must do this for the sake of the world. Tears welled up in Jabila's eyes. No, Jinni, there must be another way. I wish there were, he replied, his gaze filled with a love that transcended time and space. But this is my destiny. He leaned down and kissed her, a kiss that held the weight of 1,000 lifetimes. It was a kiss of farewell, a kiss of love, a kiss that would forever be etched in her memory. With a final, radiant burst of light, the Jinni vanished, sealing away the forces of darkness and ensuring the safety of the world. Jabila was left alone, her heart shattered, yet filled with a profound sense of gratitude for the love they had shared. The Jinni was gone, but his memory lived on within her. He had shown her the true meaning of love, the importance of courage, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The old Victorian house, once a symbol of her independence, now held a different kind of magic, a magic woven from love, loss, and the enduring power of memory. Jabila continued to live her life, honoring the Jinni's memory by living a life of purpose and compassion. She used her newfound strength to help others, to make a difference in the world, just as the Jinni had always encouraged her to do. And though he was gone, she knew that his love would forever be a part of her, a guiding light in the darkness.